Everything's set up, hopefully. I'm just waiting for my second screen to show. Okay, I'm ready to start streaming, but the problem is that my internet's really bad right now. I'm not really quite that sure why. As much as I want to get the Primogems from doing the Inefa and Sea Lolly trials, I'm not really going to be able to, just because there's kind of like this bug that was never really fixed with these events, where they mess with one of the achievements. One of the achievements in this game is, let's see if I can remember what it's called. Purveyor of Punishment. It's basically just an achievement where it sees what the highest number of crit damage you can do is. And I remember one time I did it with the like Mavwika trial, I think, when she came out. Or maybe it was some other trial. And it completely, it might have been, I don't remember, but it messed up my Purveyor of Punishment achievement, and I had never hit anything higher than the trial character. And that was quite annoying. There was something that I saw recently, but I don't know if it is in this room. Maybe it happens later in the game? I don't know, somebody was saying that they saw a sword stuck into the roof, and then it was tied to some sort of not achievement, some sort of like story quest. But I guess I haven't found out what that quest is, so it is not up here. I want to collect all these little shinies. So my hopes is to get through as much of the story as possible. I might not talk so much in this stream, mainly because I really do want to get the events, or I want to get the story done so I can end up doing the events later on. I have a mail. Oh, the compensation. Just as like a recap for what's going on with my rewards right now. 687, no, 678 Primogems, 1 intertwined, no, 1 Acquaint Fate, 1 intertwined Fate. I'm just gonna set it to this so that the like exclamation point goes away. I don't really plan on summoning for an F, and I might get into that in a little bit. But first, let's get out of here. I do want to collect all the books in the library, but I'll do that later.
From now on, the adventures will probably get more and more dangerous. We should make sure we're prepared. We could start by going to Mondstadt's blacksmith.
Sorry, I was drinking something and I wanted to make sure that my audio is muted for that. So of the Nod Cry characters that were announced, I'm not the most excited for Inefa, just because I'm not like the biggest fan of her design. I love her voice acting. Um, I really like that robot voice that she does, and she was so cool in her trailer, but ultimately she doesn't really like match the aesthetics of anybody else, even from the other characters of Nod Cry. She will, um, eventually get Aino, who's like her little creator, the little girl that like created her in that trailer, but I don't know if that's going to be like the 4-star we get at the beginning of the region. Um, Kind of like how there was that little drill girl at the beginning of um, Notlon, and then we had like other characters. I guess they don't really show up in here, but we got Colei and Xiangling, and I think like one other, but I can't really remember. Oh, Lynette. So you know, usually we get somebody that somebody from the region, some 4-star character from the region. Is that gonna be Aino? Hmm. Uh, but I don't really see myself getting Inefa, at least right now. In terms of the characters that I thought looked cool, Flynn's look cool. Um, Mini Duran look cool. And who else was there? Oh man, my stream's lagging a little bit. Um, I'm not I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Alice, just because she's like so mean in the story, at least from what we have, like the way that like, yes, she's nice to Klee, but it took so long for her to appear in the story, and she just kept like having these events where it was like, take care of Klee for me, take care of Klee for me. And yeah, I had like fun during some of the summer events that I participated in, but that's not a good mother. She's not a good mom. Um, and so I don't really know. And with Albedo, because she kind of like, I, I consider Albedo to kind of be her son. I know, oh, you know, she's not the one that created Albedo, some other person, but um, she's just like, you know, Klee sees Albedo as her big brother, and Alice kind of treats Albedo poorly, from what I've seen in the story at least. So I'm not, yeah, I'm just generally not the biggest fan of Alice as a character. Um, there was that like futuristic Dendro girl in the trailer. I didn't really care much for her. There was, I'm forgetting her name. It's like the main girl in the Not Cry trailer. Let me see if I can look this up real quick. Okay, Nicole looked cool to me. Varga is kind of boring of a design. I get that like the blue eye, blonde hair thing is like, oh, you know, it's Germany. That was kind of like Mondstadt's whole thing. A lot of characters, I feel like, were sort of that aesthetic. Um, but I don't really care for Varka. Columbina looks really cool. Sandrone, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of. I'm not the biggest fan of her. I think she certainly looks cool, but I don't know how she'd manage to fit into combat. Alice, I don't like her personally. Jehoda, it's kind of whatever. Flynn's looks cool. I don't really think that I'm gonna enjoy Nefer, and then Durin look cool. I know, presumably the free 4-star that we're gonna get, and Lauma. I think Lauma looks cool. I kind of wonder what she's gonna do. She kind of like aesthetically matches like Xianyun. Um, but she has a Dendrovision. I think we saw that in one of the trailers. I know when she's walking around in her like deer form in one of the trailers, um, it has like green circles when her hooves touch the ground. And so that says to me that she's Dendro at least, but I do think we saw her vision. And then you know, Xianyun's Animo, so that's not really gonna work together. Uh, yeah, I don't really know what's gonna go on with the whole lunar elements. Lunar charged is just okay right now. Um, we don't know like art. Well, I don't know anything about artifacts or anything like that. Um, some people are saying, and I I understand where they're coming from. Like Flynn's is an Electro character coming out right after Inefa, which means he's probably going to be lunar charged as well. What is going on? Ew, I have one of those bots in my chat. Gross. Um, whatever. Um, I guess it's not going to show up on YouTube because I don't have an overlay for that yet. But, what was I saying? Flynn's lunar charged or something? Some people were saying like Flynn's is probably going to be lunar charged because NF lunar charged and she's sort of a sub DPS support character for it, which means they have to add some sort of a main DPS lunar charged character. Uh, I was really hoping that he was going to be some sort of lunar overload because he has like a flame lantern and he has an electrovision. But I'm guessing that's probably not the case, to be honest. It's probably going to be a lunar charged. At that point, I really don't know if I'm going to summon for him. If he's good, maybe. It kind of depends on how much summons I get. If he's not that good, I'm fine with just not summoning for him and just saving up for Durin. So that's my summoning stuff. Just wanted to get that out of the way since Nugcry is almost here. Just how many days away? 20 days away. Um, Now I'm gonna move on with the story. Sorry about that. As for the characters that I have and that I'm gonna get on my account, obviously the free characters, Xiangling, Lisa, Kaya, Amber, Lynette, and blanking out again, even though I was already talking about them earlier. Obviously those free characters. As for other characters that I'm gonna summon, I'm really just focusing on getting some of the Nod Cry characters when they come out, depending on if I like them or not. Llama looks cool. Um, and Flynn's and Durin. But, well, Durin's probably going to be Mondstadt because he's Dragon Spine, but I don't know. I guess this is mostly going to be the free characters and standard banner until somebody I like comes out.
This is it. One of the deserted temples of the Four Winds. These temples have been left to waste for years now. The people of Mondstadt almost never come here. There's a chance there's a monster nest or hilitrol camp inside. Even Storm Terror has given up on its own temple. Yes. I also find it hard to accept, but Storm Terror was once one of the Four Winds.
Huh?
Wait! Did you just feel that? The wind here. Something's off. Let's go in and take a look. Be careful. The dragon's power is disturbing this area.
Wow, I could not hear Amber. That door was so loud.
I can see so far into the temple.
One second, I'm being called. Sister made little pancake treats and they're really, really good. One thing that I'm kind of hoping is that, 'cause some of these early dungeons, I don't know if you can actually return to some of these early dungeons, the story ones. Um, but I'm really hoping I don't miss any of the secret chests. Actually, I didn't miss one already, did I? No, there's nothing back here.
Make my escape.
Oh no!
Sayu's definitely going to be like a pretty valuable character to have, just because
Are those explosive barrels over there?
of her movement ability.
One shot should be able to blow them up.
Oh, this is so awkward not having 4 characters in my party. I keep clicking 4, thinking it's the last one. I'm gonna try and avoid collecting all the old chests.
It's so high. Seems like there's something up there.
But how do we get across? Isn't this a pyro monument? If we hit it with a powerful pyro attack, we might trigger it.
Dragon's breath. Is that where the power's coming from? Great. Let's smash it. Phew, I'm tired. But at least this way we've helped Jean out. In the past, we were at least able to defend the city and keep it safe. This, of course, is mostly thanks to Jean. But now with Storm Terror directly attacking the city itself, the winds change. So too should our tactics. It's what Lisa likes to say. Speaking of which, the 4 winds we were discussing earlier, if you want to learn more about our history, you can ask Lisa. I'm not saying I don't know our history, it's just, I mean, a librarian is supposed to be more knowledgeable than an outrider, right?
Oh, it seems like my internet cleared up. A little bit. Not too much. But it's back at the mostly green. One thing that's going to be a little bit hard is... Oh! One thing that's going to be a little bit hard is collecting all of the chests and oculi and things like that. Because I kind of want to do that on stream, but I definitely do want to play off stream. It's mostly the story. Ooh, oh my god, I'm bad. There's a third one somewhere. Oh, there's the oculi.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
Right.
Ooh, what's in here? Maybe a cloak serum?
Oh, Jesus.
No one escapes my sight.
Looks kind of cozy in here. Nap time!
Yeah, I saw someone over here, and I'm like, why? Okay. Yeah, Sayu's gonna be really, really good for this, just to have a healer early on, even if she's not my favorite character. But she's especially gonna be good when it comes to Liyue, because Liyue has a lot of like rocks and whatnot that need breaking, and uh, you need Geo, so you need Geo Traveler to do a lot of the puzzles, especially because some of the puzzles are like weight-based. And who is that? Is that Elon? No. There's like some girl, Ella Musk, something. Oh, it's the plant girl. Phalanoma mushrooms for Barbara? Am I gonna build Barbara though? Because if I have Sayu, I don't need a healer. Valberries for Lisa. Wolf Hook for uh, whatever Wolf Boy's name was. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to his fans. But Phalanoma mushrooms for Barbara. I'm trying to decide if I need these. If I'm gonna build Barbara, I can build DPS Barbara, Xiangling. Um, maybe I'll hold off. I don't know. More is kind of important early on. Didn't catch the fire from the actual.
Looks kind of cozy in here. Nap time.
Oh, does she have the? Does she have a passive where she doesn't scare animals? No, she just has it for crystal flies. Yeah. I remember talking about that at the end of the last stream. It's Aloy that doesn't scare animals. But I won't have Aloy because this is a new account. So sad.
You've arrived. Come closer. Can you smell that? Something must have happened in the temple. I imagine there will be slimes, hilly churls, and whatever's giving Storm Terror extra power. Oh yes, it is going to be lively in there indeed. As bustling as it may be, no, I can't imagine it will be dangerous at all. It's a pity that the Temple of the Wolf has been disturbed by such an atrocity. Let's head in. No one makes offerings to the Four Winds anymore, yet the old winds never vanish. We need to clear out the temples for the Four Winds.
Make my escape.
Let me show you how the Knights of Favonius conquer our adversaries. If I'm not mistaken, the end of the temple should be up there.
Wait, how do you know?
Experience. The kind of experience you get after years of dealing with things like this for others.
Oh no. Oh no. Why? Okay. You can't climb in here, so if you miss this, you just miss it. I don't... Okay, yeah, you can't get up there. I thought there might have been a chest up there. I know there's one down here.
How exactly is it that you're able to channel elemental energy?
It was a very strange occurrence.
Unfortunately, Sayu suffers from being limited to the same thing that Bennett kind of does, where like Bennett heals, but only allies that are under 70%. And Sayu has the same restriction for some reason.
Finally, we're here.
She does have an ascension passive
Seems the
that
path
like
ends here.
lets
Let's use the
her
wind currents to fly out.
technically heal above that, but if the main part is healing with her ult, like then she just kind of gets stuck in the same world as Bennett.
Water. We need to put out fire.
Good idea. That's a keen observation. We should get Jean to give you a title to make you a knight. Dodge this.
Dang, did Sayu's ult already end? That was so fast. Look, it respawns.
Speaking of, did you know? Storm Terror was once one of the 4 women.
Oh my god, he sprinted. Like auto sprint. Did you know? Storm Terror was one of the 4 wins. Oh, he's not gonna repeat his line. That's great. I'm missing precious lore.
Is that the thing that Storm Terror is using to gain its power?
Seems probable. Let's deal with it. Bravo! What a performance. You are, to my surprise, a well-trained knight. The battles you just fought were sights to behold. I see you already have the knightly virtue of modesty. Stories of your heroic deeds to save Mondstadt from destruction shall be known throughout the City of Freedom, well into the future. Please do visit me at our headquarters when you have the time. I also know a lovely tavern, if that's more your thing. Quite rewarding, no?
We've seized another temple from Storm Terror's grasp.
I can take care of the rest here. You go take care of other things while I'm at it.
See you later then. Bye-bye.
There's no way Hilly Turtles organized an ambush like this themselves. Not with their limited mental capacity. Thus you were behind this.
Knights of Favonius, always so inefficient.
Agree to disagree, but your involvement in this just made things a whole lot more interesting. Kaya, Knight of Favonius. Please allow me to join you on your journey. Guarding you on your journey sounds far more entertaining than any of the usual Favonius stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the wrong button. It's L, I think, on PC. I'm just gonna reorganize my team. Yeah, that should be fine. I suppose Kaya will be our main DPS, just because he has a bit higher of a normal attack stat. I don't have cold steel yet, so he's gonna have to rock that. Amber is going to get... She can I use sharpshooters? Or... She can use recurve to heal herself. We have a healer already. Traveler can use travelers. And then Sayu's just going to use her elemental mastery one. Oop. And we're just going to throw some artifacts on these characters. Oh, this is so beautiful, but I don't have Yelan, so I might as well wait until maybe one day down the line I get Yelan and I get that outfit. If you look, the price isn't too much different. I know that's still quite a bit, but I did say earlier that I don't really want to spend I don't really want to spend money on this game right now. Visual channeling, both good, but I want to save Star Glitter that I get for standard banner characters, Kaya, Amber, Lisa, just because they're not part of even the limited banner pool, essentially. We don't scare crystal flies, so that's really nice. I think the lamp ones are for the fire dude that we saw in that cutscene. For Diluc.
What's the hurry? Quite the find.
I'm trying to think if I missed anything over here. There it is. If you didn't know, you can swap straight out of Sayu. You don't have to finish her skill to lead to you don't have to finish her skill to leave her movement mode. Yeah, maybe I should stay in Sayu, have her as my first slot, just because she's got the movement ability. It would mean that Kaya gets stuck in sort of a sub-DPS role, but I mean, not that I can't just swap to him, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna swap to him if he's stuck in that role. claim more characters. I was able to deal with all these chunks in one hit. It's really, really nice. Eventually we'll get the quest to go mining for the blacksmith. So I like to have some iron chunks on hand. I think there's a little challenge thing up there that sets off that wind vein, but I don't have Lisa, so I don't think I can activate it. I think it's an Electro one.
Hey, cutie. You're going to help me out, too? How kind of you. Don't hesitate to come to me if you need anything. Good question. Basically, things other than that which require brawn or brains.
So, what does that leave?
Right. What does she mean her job doesn't require brains?
I guess I could give this a go. I knew it. There is a strong elemental energy coming from deep within this temple. Paimon. Let's ride this wind current, shall we? Come a little, leave it
Does
to
she
me.
put stacks on people? Oh yeah, she does. Where is... I was in the next room.
It's an electro monument. No wonder. Let me try to activate it with a bit of electro power. Stand back, sweeties. Disappear! You're in for a little... Come a little closer. When it comes to wet enemies, I've got the power. Oh, another wind current. Let's ride it up from here.
Oh. Thought there would have been something back there.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Chain lightning can be set off between electrocharged opponents. The electrical discharge caused by friction is only a little less. Oh, you want to know about this gem? You're kidding. You're seriously asking? This is a vision. It's used by the Chosen to draw on elemental powers. In terms of mysticism, I suppose you could call it a magical lightning rod. What? You've never seen a vision? Just where exactly are you from? Are you a hilly troll with some level of reasonable intelligence? No, I doubt it. After all, hilly trolls aren't exactly known for their smarts. And you
Oh,
drink it, and we can head home and relax.
why do these characters have such long dialogue
Putting my feet up and relaxing has me all fired up.
for sections that don't require long dialogue?
It's one of those consolidated win things. Let's head back to the statue of the...
Dragon of the East, Lion of the South, Wolf of the North, Falcon of the West.
You see what I'm talking about? Like, Paimon didn't even finish her line, and they gave us another line on top of it.
They are the four winds of Mondstadt, affiliated with Barbados, the god of Animo. The Dragon of the East, Storm Terror, its real name is Dvalin. Though most in Mondstadt seem to have forgotten that in all this Storm Terror business.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, how long have you been watching? I didn't even know. Oh my god.
So now you know why Dvalin is only able to channel 3 of the four winds' power.
Yes, you have to build up characters in this game.
Because it has been consuming itself from the beginning. Because of hatred, I presume.
Hatred?
Hatred for Mondstadt. Hatred drove it to become something more powerful than the wind itself. To become Storm Terror.
But why would one of the four winds hate the city it was supposed to protect?
As a child of Mondstadt, it's something that's really hard to say aloud. Here, take this. It's a very old story from more than a century ago.
Well, you should come with me. Paimon will tell you about the rest later.
Good darling. Don't worry, darling. I'll take very good care of you. So...
It's finally done. Well, all that lay, flow, and elemental line stuff Lisa was going on about should hopefully be back to normal. Wanna go back and see how the knights are doing? But if you got anything more interesting to do, Paimon can come too. By the way, we obtained another animalculus in one of the Four Winds temples, right?
I know that that's like a very big thing at the beginning of this game is Lisa.
We might come across more of them in the future, so don't forget to offer them to the statues.
It's kind of unfortunate because a lot of the standard banner characters in this game, um, or how do I describe it? So they, at the beginning of the game, they give you a couple of free characters. They give you, oh, so many pop-ups. So many pop-ups. So they give you Amber, who's like an archer character, and she's got her explosive doll. And then they give you Kaya, he's a cavalry captain, which means that he rides horses, but there's no horses in this game. And then they give you Lisa, who's like a librarian lady. Um, but these characters aren't on the like summoning list.
Come on, let's get moving.
If you go into like the banners, there's like some characters that you can get, and they aren't on the normal summoning list. Like this is where you would want to summon. This is where you want to put your currency into. Um, they only appear on this second banner, and it's like a total scam to like actually put summons into it. Usually people only put the free currency that they get in the game into it, but like the actual premium stuff, like it's better to go for the limited characters, the characters you'll never see again. Um, and like each banner has rate ups. So like this is the main character that you're gonna get. These are like some of the 4-star characters that you can get at a higher chance. Um, those 3 characters I talked about, Lisa, Amber, and Kaya, they don't get a rate up even on their own banner. Um, so it's really unfortunate for them, but they are quite cool. It's just a lot of 4-star characters you want to get multiple copies of, and you're almost never going to get multiple copies of those characters. Um, Let me put Lisa on the team.
Ooh, are you taking me out? Perfect weather for sipping a cup of tea while gazing out the window.
Where did the game want me to go? Oh, they wanted me to go to the statue. So in the beginning of this game, you don't start out with, she's like a little Tanuki girl. She's a little Tanuki girl that like, lives in like the Japan themed region. And she's like really, she's really sleepy all the time. And she rolls around, she rolls around real fast. Um, but at the beginning of the game, you don't start out with very much stamina. And there's this statue here, the statue of the 7, and you can like revive your characters here and heal them here. Or you can feed it these little things called oculi. I don't know where one is. Oh, there's like one in that tree. It's that blue glowing thing in the tree. And if you feed it those, you'll get like more stamina bar.
It's a statue of the 7. Let's make an offering and see if the gods respond.
I know, it's so cute. I think she has a pretty good design. Her, how do I look at it? Her kit, since she's like a little ninja girl, she can turn into her doll. I want to see if it'll pop up. Yeah, she can turn in into the actual Tanuki itself. Yeah, Tanukis are like they're like Japanese raccoons. Um, but they're like little tricksters. Oh my god. Almost dropped my. Okay. But they also act as little map pieces. These statues actually act like little map pieces that help show off more of where you can go. You're the one that typed it. You're the one that typed it, so I said it.
Can you feel the blessings of the seven? In Mondstadt, people call them animocula. They can be fitted into the statue's eyes. Some stories say the statue's eyes originally had gems that were taken by swallows, but animoculi never had a physical form from the start. People with visions collect them to offer to the statues as blessings. Unlike others with powers, you don't have to. But the rules of this world don't apply to you anyway, so keep offering animoculi and maybe you'll receive more blessings.
Those little words that pop up when I attack, like aggravate and quicken, those are like the reactions in this game. Yeah, she's got like a little tail. It's like a cloth one. I guess she just like fitted it to her skirt. Hello, sir. God, I have such bad memory. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, the little words that pop up. Those are the reactions. If you put more than one element on an enemy, it'll cause a reaction. So, some enemies naturally have them, like slimes. They're essentially like little balls of element that run around. And they're immune to whatever element they are, but they are like always available to take advantage of the elemental system against them. Did they respawn yet? Okay, so this is Timmy. He shows up in like a daily mission, and usually there's birds along this bridge, and when you walk up to him, he's like, "Oh, you scared off my birds. Why'd you do that? Now you gotta go down there and feed them." And you can feed the birds and they'll come up to you, and then if you go back, you can either like turn in the quest and he'll be like, "Oh, that's so kind of you. I'm so glad you fed the birds." But if you kill any of the birds before you come back to him, he calls you a monster and he runs away. And then the next day you'll get a second quest to go apologize to him for killing his birds. And so, a lot of people in this game make it a deal to always try and kill his birds. They drop like chicken as a reward. Um, so they're good for cooking materials. I never said I do it. I just said you can do it. Some resources actually require you to like use certain characters with certain elements in this game, so these dandelions you can't normally collect unless you have an Animo character. Animo being wind. So Sayu's really good at collecting them because she can just run them over. Oh no. When these cutscenes happen, I can't control my character. You just drive off.
Go and see what she wants.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Actually, I have had my eye on you for a long time.
You've had your eye on him, eh? Has she been causing some mischief?
Oh, that is not what I meant at all. Being on the lookout for great adventurers is part of my job. When I look at you, I see one with the potential to rival the great adventurers of legends.
Paimon sees it too. Paimon always feels safe adventuring with him.
Nevertheless, to the adventurer, experience is far more precious than potential. You must accumulate adventurer experience to increase your adventure rank. Time is of the essence. Allow me to brief you on...
Wait! Are you saying we're like official adventurers now?
Do not worry. The Adventurers Guild does not charge a membership fee or impose any kind of duties on its members. In short, there are lots of benefits, but no drawbacks to becoming a member. Basically, the Adventurers Guild rewards you every time your adventure rank increases. Here is a new member's gift for you. You will need to return here to claim rewards in the future.
Yeah, so when you level up your account, you're going to progressively get rewards. Eventually, it stops showing you what the future rewards were, so when the game came out, people were speculating on what you would get if you got to the higher levels. And people were like, oh, you're going to get free characters, you're going to get all these like cool stuff, you're going to get so many materials. And then they got like almost nothing. Like the rewards track in this game is absolutely terrible. Each new region has their own reward track system, so you get better rewards through those ones, but through leveling up your actual account, it's actually quite terrible.
Without further ado, please allow me to officially welcome you, our new avid adventurer, into the guild. Here is your adventurer handbook. A new member coming aboard is a momentous occasion. A little ceremony is only fair. It has a record of available commissions and rewards. And it is also proof of your membership. Oh, and one more thing. Sometimes you will find yourself stuck at a certain adventure rank. When this happens, you need to perform some impressive feats to gain further recognition from the guild.
Impressive feats? Sounds like hazing to me.
They are simply specific adventures that allow you to ascend to the next adventure rank on completion. Ascension adventures, if you will. But that will come later. Opportunities to win recognition will come as you gain more adventure experience. That will do for today. We will have plenty of chances to meet again in the future. Ad Astra Abyssosk, adventurer. With effort, you shall reach the stars and conquer the abyss.
In case you're wondering about the female voice in that dialogue, that's Paimon. So obviously Catherine was that lady that we were talking to, but Paimon is essentially the sidekick of this game, and they made two main characters, but they didn't want to pay for like two voice actors the whole time, so they got one character, Paimon, to speak for our character throughout most of the game. We do have certain lines of dialogue in later quests, but usually it's just her talking. Sort of the explanation is that our character is new to this world, so we don't actually know the language, and Paimon is mostly like our translator. Our actual character is the traveler. And you can name your character whatever you want. It'll say it. It'll use your name in the dialogue. So my character is Noda. That's what all my like accounts are. And so, yeah. If you ever see the dialogue and it says Noda, that's me. If you see Paimon, that's the little floaty thing, and then whoever I'm talking to. We got access to the guidebook. This was something they added a little bit later on. Well, actually, I think this existed for a while, but they add another tab later on that lets you get a lot better rewards from doing the story. This is the tab. So like these rewards did not exist before, and this is like premium currency. This is like the expensive stuff.
Why? Over there. Take your pick. Or if you need something...
Wow, he does bespoke weaponry?
Of course. I sell weapons, make them to order, and do refinements. All you need is the ore. Anywhere. Everywhere. You look confused. Listen, I'll tell you where the nearest deposits are. Bring some back and I'll help you forge what you need. No need. I have other things to do.
He seems like a short-tempered guy. Was it something we said?
What do you want?
Okay, because I
Oh,
was mining for ore earlier,
about that.
right before we got Lisa,
These
I
are
can just
okay
auto-complete this quest instead of having to wait, or having to search for it.
If you ever find ore in the future, you can always come and see me. Ideally when I'm not busy. A blacksmith's work takes focus and concentration. It does not take small talk with customers. When the craft is good, business is good. That's all there is to this trade, and anyone who tells you different is trying to con you. Now, if there's nothing else, I'll carry on with my work.
He's certainly committed to his work. Paimon will give him that. His temper isn't great, but leave it to him and he'll be able to forge what you need. Ooh. Paimon can smell fisherman's toast. The aroma is coming from Good Hunter. A thick slice of soft white toast, topped with a generous serving of onion slices lightly caramelized by the toasting. Yum, yum! Paimon's made up her mind. It's an emergency. We must order ourselves a generous serving of fisherman's toast from Good Hunter, pronto! It's on you, of course. It's so delicious!
I didn't even buy it.
Mm.
I don't know. Her dialogue just skips in this part. How come the lady on the steps has a diamond on her? Oh,
Good Hunter's fisherman's toast
so
is the best.
that's a merchant. In each region, when you open chests, they're gonna give you a little bit of a currency called sigils, and she has a special shop to spend those sigils at.
This might surprise you, but it's actually a classic Mondstadt recipe that anyone can cook.
I'll try showing it in a second, but I don't know if I have her quite unlocked yet. I think Paimon will mention it when I have her unlocked.
You can try cooking it yourself if you have the ingredients.
But each region has their own version of her.
Can your cooking skills surpass that of Good Hunters? Why, Paimon would love to be your personal taster. Don't you let me down.
There's a strange wanderer here.
So some of this stuff is just like materials to level up your character. These ones are for like ascension, which is like at certain segments of leveling up, level like 20, 30, 40, whatever. You require some of these materials. These are skill books, essentially. They let you level. Well, is this? Oh, these ones are weapon ascension materials. They let you level up the weapons past certain amounts. This is our constellation. The traveler, the main character of the game, is able to get duplicates by purchasing these or doing certain quests that reward these instead of having to summon for them. This is a crafting material that lets you craft your own 4-star weapon. They're not like the greatest, but you can equip, you can equip the weapons on whatever character you want as long as they use that weapon type. This is just to be like, oh, you can craft something for the main character who only uses sword. And then currency. In each region of the game, the main character gets a different element. And so right now it's the wind element, Animo, and so she sells one of the Animo ones. And then the other regions will have different elements. Geo, which is rock. Electro, which is electric. There's Pyro, which is fire, Hydro, which is water, Dendro, which is like plant life, and am I forgetting something? Animo, Pyro, Geo, Dendro, Electro. Oh, Cryo, which we haven't unlocked yet in this, like in the story. It hasn't been released yet. And I feel like I'm forgetting one. I guess I can just... How do I see it? I know there's something. Pyro, Hydro, Dendro, Electro, Animo, Cryo, Geo. This is where you can like buy food from. This is like recipe items. It'll have like, you know, apples, and then you can turn an apple into a pie or whatever. You can like cook it yourself. Recipes are unlocked like throughout the game. And then this character is our alchemy character. Do I have the quest for him? I don't have the quest for him, but he lets you craft stuff. Some of the materials, like they start off in smaller versions. You have to, you know, just craft them into bigger versions. But some things are like potions and whatnot. There's a few special items that get added in here later on, but I think I have to do quests for them. But I think mostly the blacksmith is like where you would get the more unique items. Like I think there's something called the treasure compass, and it'll show you where the closest nearby chest is for a specific region. Or there's like an oculi tracker, so those things that go into that statue that gives me stamina. There's like a special version of the compass for that. But people have like maps out that you can use to figure out where everything is located.
This is bad. Such a hassle. Oh, thank the thousand winds. Your arrival must be the grace of the gods. If I may ask, envoy sent by the Animo god to save this mere mortal, could you spare a moment?
Ew, cut it out.
I cannot let my peers hear about this. I cannot seek help from anyone else but you. Please, let us move to somewhere more fit for such conversations. Let's talk in the courtyard, just outside headquarters. Come with me.
What's with the sneakiness?
This place will do.
Tell us what it's about already.
How should I begin? Oh, right. Let me tell you a secret first. It's a secret of my past, and I confide in you to keep it.
Don't worry, Paimon's lips are sealed.
As a matter of fact, my grandfather was a pirate.
Oh,
Wait, why do you sound so blithe? Do you think... Look at my eye patch. I inherited it from my grandfather, and this is solid proof that we are related by blood.
I didn't mean to click that. Oh, he said, do you think I'm making it up? Don't understand how an eye patch means that you're related by blood.
My, how could you not know such common knowledge? This is no different from children inheriting their hairstyles from their parents. Yesterday, I was glancing through the notes my grandfather left and stumbled upon records that spoke of a treasure.
Treasure?
According to his notes, the treasure is buried in the lost Arcadian ruins.
Treasure.
Yeah, I might have to go to bed too. I have a hair appointment in the morning. So, I just wanted to get some of the story out of the way, because there's like events, but I have to be much, much further into the game in order to access them. With like costumes for some new characters. Have a nice night.
But the location of the ruins is currently unknown. I've tried searching for clues.
Treasure! Kaya, what kind of treasure is it? Gold? Or better yet, gems?
Treasures that consist of nothing but gold and gems are third-rate treasures. My grandfather's treasure is a sword. A magic sword that grants the wielder unrivaled power.
Oh, wow!
The sword was dropped from Celestia into the sea by a god. It was later salvaged by my grandfather's crew by pure coincidence. The moment he gripped the sword, thunder roared, billows howled, and the clear skies were suddenly swallowed by raging winds.
Kind of interesting, because Kaya... We find out like what Kaya's talking about later in the story, but it'd be really interesting to see if this sword was meant to be the Traveler's sword, because he does fight at the beginning with the unknown god, and then he loses his sword, and then of course he gets teleported down to the to that, and so it's like, what if the Traveler's actual sword is out there? Because when he goes to strike the unknown god, the sword like disappears from the cutscene. Did he drop it? Did it actually fall down to Tefat?
With the might of the magic sword, my grandfather went on to defeat a Hydra, a silver-haired banshee, a wicked abyss dragon. But the immense power of the sword enticed many more greedy pirates. To avoid meaningless conflicts, my grandfather hid the magic sword. The world we live in is fascinating, full of unknown and inexplicable wonders.
Holy moly! That's just insane!
A gang of treasure hoarders has been very active lately, and many ruins have had their relics stolen by them. I'm afraid that they will soon discover the Arcadian ruins, and the magic sword will be lost.
We won't let it fall into the wrong hands. We must get the sword before them. You just rest assured that we are here to help.
Wow. Great. Please keep it a secret. I'll wait for your good news.
Hey, so what you think? Isn't it exciting? We're talking about a super duper powerful sword. Well, let's go to the Adventurers Guild and see if we can find out more. The adventurers should know more about the ruins, right?
I think I'm gonna finish. I think I'm gonna finish Kaya's quest, and then I'll go to bed for the night.
Hey, kiddo! Welcome to the Adventurers Guild!
We're not here for something that boring. We're looking for a sword that fell from Celestia. One that can kill 8-headed banshees and silver-haired hydras. It's super mega uber powerful. super epic sword. Anyway, it's fine as long as Paimon doesn't tell them the treasure's location. So, Cyrus, do you know where the lost Arcadian ruins are supposed to be?
Arcadian ruins. Never heard of them. Thanks for your intel anyway. If you do find these ruins, I'd love to see them.
My intel? Still no clues. Well, it's not like it's gonna be easy. Come on, it's the hiding place of the super amazing sword. Anyway, we should go meet up with Kaya first. Wait up! My
Oh, you're back. Do you have news for me?
Listen, we asked around the Adventurers Guild and found, well, nothing.
That much is expected.
Why is that?
Oh, I only mean that what's the fun in finding it without the hard work? However, I do have some clues. I sent someone to collate black market intel. It seems that someone does know about the Arcadian ruins.
Really? Where's the guy?
Now, as per the black market's rules, they will send someone to meet us to prevent leaks. We will be meeting the informant at the Whispering Woods.
Then what are we waiting here for?
You have my thanks. Of course, you'll be compensated for your troubles by the knights.
Ooh, no problemo.
Its skill is a little tricky. It gets stuck on a lot of things. Oh god.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Why is this happening to me? I shouldn't have helped him.
Him who?
Oh, thanks so much for saving me. You're far more reliable than those Favonius guys.
It's nothing. He's a traveler. He has to deal with stuff like this all the time.
Traveler, I've heard stories about you. Ugh, I didn't think I'd be saved by the one I'm here to meet.
Oh, so you're the...
I didn't know how I could pay you back initially, but now I think I'll just give you the intel for free. People in our circle know how important the network is.
Lucky? But it's lucky for Kaya, isn't it? He's supposed to pay for the intel.
Listen well then. The intel on the Arcadian ruins. 3 six-armed giants reside in the city in the lake. 2 guard the statue, 1 the treasure.
Right. Wait, is that it?
There's also this map that came with it.
Could this be the X-Verse the spot? So the clue is more like a riddle. Well, should be a piece of cake for you, right? Paimon will leave you to it then. Well, if you can't solve it, we can ask Kaya. He seems like a nerd too.
I'll leave you the intel so you can review it at any time.
Thanks, Vile. 3 six-armed one the treasure. What does that mean? If you don't want to ask Kaya, you better figure it out.
Is this an answer from this one?
Make my escape.
I get up high enough that I can actually get up there, because I don't think I have the stamina to climb one of those things. I don't know if all characters are, but I know Sayu is small enough that she can stand on these tiny ledges. Which is another one of the reasons why I was quite fortunate that I got her, even though I don't really like her myself. But it was cool that one of my viewers liked it. Actually, I'm gonna collect these chests while I'm here, because they get a bit annoying when I have to do Amber's challenge.
Ooh, let me see what's inside. She doesn't love him at all. The passion rushing through the clear spring is just a front. When she's cold and alone, her true heart is revealed. There's another map. More riddles? Paimon's dizzy already. Oh no, Paimon used up all her brain juice.
Usually they give us a nice dialogue option and a me dialogue option. They just gave us one to dog on Paimon right now.
Paimon will let you have all the fun. Or you could get Kaya to help.
Where is that? It's somewhere like over here. Oh no, it's a little bit closer. It's probably like here-ish. I guess the closest we can get is probably this one, and I'll just take the path up towards Dragon Spine.
Looks kind of cozy in here. Nap time.
In case you don't know, Animo characters can instantly activate the little Animo bugs. You don't have to collect all three, you just have to collect one and do an animo attack. Which I think is kind of neat. Because I don't think I don't think that many people actually know about that.
Let it rain.
Come a little closer. Oh my.
I did not quite take the correct path. Let's avoid the oculi for now.
Looks kinda cozy in here. Nap time.
I might have to do the oculi off camera because I'm not that good at collecting all of them without the map. And I don't think it'd be that entertaining to watch me do this without, or like, constantly going back and forth between the map and actual gameplay. It would just be a lot of me taking long pauses.
Make rice.
Here it is. This is sort of a problem. I have mostly animo units on my team.
Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy. Surrendering is gentle. You're in for a little shock.
This time, the mysteries have all been solved. It sure took a lot of work. But in all fairness, this treasure map really is terrible. It looks like it was drawn by a pirate. So, now... Paimon believes that there is no need. Let's go for it. Don't want
Oh my
anyone
gosh,
else to
did
get
one
there
of them
before we
survive?
do.
I'm getting attacked.
Like the treasure hoarders Gaia told us about. Anyways, Paimon just wants to borrow the sword too. No, you heard nothing. Paimon just wants to see it. Definitely not to become super mega powerful and do nothing but play. Alright, Paimon will save the chit chat for later. Arcadian treasure hunt, here we go!
Okay, we didn't take too much damage.
No escape!
Should probably gain access to the domain up here so I don't have to climb this anymore.
I'll keep this close.
Which one is this one? Oh, okay. It's Talon books. Everyone requires me to kill a flying enemy, which isn't very fun, so I'm just gonna complete Kaya's quest and go to sleep.
Come a little closer. Bliss. What do you think, cutie?
This must be the Arcadian ruins. Is it just me? Or does it look plain? Oh, Paimon gets it! The perfect disguise is always in plain sight! Kaya's grandpa sure is impressive. Oh, mice! It's no time to get suspicious. We're close. Hurry, the treasure is waiting for us.
Oh, I'm looking forward.
You're in for a little shock. Let's spark things up a little.
Is this the end? Where are you, my treasure? Let's look around.
I'll save you the trouble. How about you let me take over? Well, I did have dealings with them, but them and their stupid principles. Losers who can't make a fortune. I'm Izzard. I thank you both on behalf of the treasure hoarders.
We've been keeping a low profile. How did word get out? Paimon won't let you have the treasure without a fight.
You would be wise not to underestimate us. My gang is just outside waiting for my order. However, they're not as, sociable as me.
I'm sorry to rain on your parade, but your gang won't be participating in your current plan. If you'd like to ask why, you can go see them in Mondstadt prison. Or perhaps you'd prefer to join them permanently.
The Knights.
Hey, it's Kaya! Kaya, he wants to steal your treasure! Get him!
Ugh, almost had it.
Oh, you mean the treasure? Sorry, but there wasn't any treasure to begin with. You came all the way for nothing. Just give it up.
What? No treasure? Did Kaya just say there isn't any treasure?
You got me good. Didn't think the Knights would resort to such tactics.
A thief has no right to criticize the methods of the Knights of Wait, what are you?
You're not gonna get me. Okay. Oh God. What is this? I didn't mean it.
What a troublemaker.
You, Knight. You're not gonna watch me die, are ya?
What an interesting suggestion.
Fine. I'll confess and go quietly. Please, just help me.
Alright then. Guess I will have to do some overtime work after all.
I was trying to do Baron Buddy things, but never actually taken this long in a fight that I knew that there was side enemies. That's kind of cool. Usually I just headshot him with Amber and then it'd be over with.
I have some for you too.
How embarrassing. Having my life saved by a knight.
Don't forget what you promised, or that thing will be the least of your worries.
Hey, is this how the Knights of Favonius treats the people they catch?
I'm just joking. Alright, let's take him back.
Sir! Yes, sir! Captain, should we take these two in as well?
What?
Of course not. They are the ones who made this arrest possible. Without them spreading our fabricated intel, we wouldn't have been able to catch the treasure hoarders.
You're a bad man for lying to me. Shame on the knights.
Alright, stop it already. Though the treasure doesn't exist, you did want it for yourself, didn't you? Otherwise you would have informed me of your intentions, no?
That? Well, let's go. Paimon's done talking to him.
Just a sec. You did help me out, so you do deserve a reward. This is the triumphant harbinger of dawn that points towards victory. As its name suggests, it symbolizes light and victory. If you don't mind, I would like to present you with this harbinger of dawn as a reward.
Harbinger of Dawn?
That's right. It suits a well-cultured and disciplined person such as yourself. Wouldn't you say, Paimon?
Well, if the reward is this Harbinger of Dawn,
You'd forgive me, right? I'm honored to have such an understanding friend.
yes.
You have my apologies for the deception. I will not use the same method twice. What a wonderful day. Now, I have to go interrogate my suspect. Please excuse me. Do come visit me at our headquarters when you have the chance.
But that's where I'm going to end off the stream for tonight. I do have access to Amber's quest, which takes a little bit of time because there's a whole cutscene. We do have a few achievements done, just a couple. But I'm going to save those to claim later. I'm just mostly going to focus on the chapters of the book. Alrighty, chat. When we get back tomorrow, I should be streaming tomorrow. Maybe noon-ish, but all of these streams I upload to YouTube. This one's a bit longer. I think last stream was an hour. This one's an hour 45. Um, but yeah, we'll be continuing the story. Hopefully we'll finish up Mondstadt. Hopefully we unlock the last part of Mondstadt, because the ending, I think, requires us to be, like, adventure rank 15 or something, which is kind of high. But there aren't so many restrictions when it comes to the Leeway quest.